Okay, a lot to talk about in weather, so let's get started and take a look at our Pismo Beach webcam from a little bit earlier. This is a beautiful looking shot, but again, it is the look and feel of things, right? The look is great. The feel has been interesting. We had strong offshore winds this morning on top of those cool temperatures. I don't think the winds will be as strong, but they're going to be there. Be on KSBY, Trisha Butcher. Wow, what a way to turn the cold morning start into a positive. I like it. Trisha, you're fantastic. We really do appreciate everything you do. Michelle Sherman up along the North Coast, just grabbing us a little video. So when you post to my fan page, I'm TV Dave Hovde on Facebook, pictures and video, both are welcome. And let's take a look at Sheila's view of some of those high clouds over the area as well. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, drop that hashtag on if you would. Extended forecast at the bottom of your screen, but if you just kind of take a glance down there, you'll see one thing. No really big bumps in terms of temperature. In fact, if anything, we nosedive down a bit late week. I'll explain coming up. We have a series of weak little cold fronts still pushing through the area. Some clouds across the area, but again, we have a lot of advisories. Covered these in first weather, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time here, but we have freeze warnings in place for the Santa Ynez Valley and the Cuyama Valley overnight into tomorrow morning, where some temperatures could drop into the mid-20s. In North County of San Luis Obispo, the deeper interior valleys and mountains, we could see some temperatures dropping into the lower 20s, and at the Central Coast, some frost, patchy frost is possible, so we have a frost advisory. This is the lowest of the advisories, but as Alexa told you in her story, fantastic job on that. Just if you have any concerns at all, take precautions, cover plants. Even watering them will require extra loss of energy before frost forms, so you can do that. Lower 50s right now across the area. The winds are onshore, but again, they'll start pushing offshore tonight. And what that's going to do is allow temperatures to drop because of the dryness of the air. By 10 and 11 o'clock around San Luis, we're already looking at temperatures in the 40s. And we're into the 30s by 10. At 11 o'clock in Paso Robles, we'll be in the mid-30s, which means freezing is not far away. A long and cold overnight up in the valleys. Santa Maria in the low 40s by midnight. And again, the coldest temperatures always occur just before sunup. South Coast, we don't have an advisory. We don't have a big risk there. Mid 40s by 11 o'clock. Again, a series of weak cold fronts. We've got one on the way for midweek. I think that's probably a dry one. The question about Friday is, will the Friday cold front be able to squeeze out a shower or two? Weather Service likes it. I'm not sold on it. But I think as we get into the weekend, here's another one on Saturday. Looks to stall out over the area. This one models agree on. They just don't agree on the date. Whether it's Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, a fairly significant frontal system comes in, and that could give us more significant rain. What's interesting about what was Hurricane Eta, it went across the very southern tip of Florida and could make yet another landfall, likely as a tropical depression in the Panhandle 3 or 4 or 5 days from now. It's just kind of knuckleballing away. But look at all these overnight lows, mid-30s for the Central Coast, mid-20s in the interior valleys. South Coast temperatures, 40s and 50s overnight. Santa Ynez Valley, hard freeze is likely. Cuyama Valley as well. Here in the 5 cities, you're looking at 30s and 40s for lows and a rebound just in the mid-60s, which is a little bit warmer than we got today. Here's the extended forecast. You can see how temperatures do try to get to nearly 70 degrees, failing to do so. I think if there's a 70-degree day, it's Monday before that next big system hits. Richard, back to you.